Greetings, gamers. Welcome back. Hoser here for Hoser House Rules. And I just want to say a big hello to Meandering Mike, and Nangwaya, and a big welcome to our latest subscriber, Sturm und Drang. Welcome. All right. So just a heads up, I'm going to be doing the rest of the Gate to the Underworld. That may take 1 or 2 sessions, but I definitely want to get back to the Napoleonic soon because we've had like over 500 views on the Napoleonic game we did a couple weeks ago. We did a couple weeks ago, and I would really like to know why. So if you like the Napoleonic thing, you're probably not watching this show. But if you are, please let me know why we got 500 views of the Napoleonic battle. Is it because you are looking for an alternative Napoleonic's rules? Is it because you really like the rebels and patriots system? Yeah, it's just crazy, that video. So I'd really like to know why. So 1 or 2 more sessions of Gate to the Underworld, then another Napoleonic battle. Okay, so where are we? The B team did about a third, maybe less, of the dungeon that is past the Gate to the Underworld. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is Rika got hit by a Minotaur for over 20 points. And then Schutz, who was next to him, got cleaved. So I'm going to say Rika, on a cleave, you would do enough damage to take the first person down, and then the rest of the damage would go on the next person. So I'm going to say Rika wasn't past -4 hit points because in the game, to me, I think if you are at the negative of your hit points or below, you are gone. So Rika just took enough hit points to go to 0, and he's back. But Schutz, unfortunately, took about 15 plus hit points, which put him at like, -10 or 12. So Schutz is dead. Schutz is not coming back because, if you are at negative of your hit points, like you have 5 hit points and you get to -5, you're a goner. So Schutz is dead, Rika's alive, and Bridget, the wizard, got 3 clues. And in those 3 clues, she learned that there is some really, really great evil in the rest of the dungeon. And there are more than just skeletons in there or undead monsters. There are ghouls, and somebody's in charge of the ghouls, and somebody is animating all these dead. So there's some kind of bad leader in there, and an unknown number of ghouls. So we're gonna take more than 4 people in, and I think we might make a new character. Since Schutz is gone, we have like 1 or 2 slots for new characters with all the undead. I think I'm gonna make a second cleric, a 0-level cleric. But yeah, it's going to be pretty nasty in there. It might take 1 or 2 sessions to clear it out. So, without further ado, let's take it to the table. Okay, and we're back, and this is what I'm going with, okay? I'm taking Brother Catfile, and of course Bob. Let's see. Brother Catfile has a +1 magic mace, and he's got his heals and his blesses. So he does +2 attack, +3 versus undead. And we're taking Bob, who has a masterwork hammer. So he's got heavy armor and shield, but yeah, he's got a masterwork hammer which will explode on a 5 or 6. And we're taking Bill, except Bill has his bow, but he also picked up a 2-handed sword because bows are not that good against skeletons. So he's walking around with a 2-handed sword now, so he'll be +3 on attack if he's using his 2-handed sword, because he's 2nd level. All right. And we're taking Bridget because she's the one that was there last time and got all the clues. And we're taking Rika, which we had enough points between the two groups. He is now 2nd level. We spent 20 experience points and he rolled over 2. So his defense is 6 now because he adds 1 per level for defense. And we're taking the new guy, Brother Tancred. And he's a cleric too. So he's a 0 level cleric. And I'm just thinking we're going to need a lot of heals, a lot of turn undeads, and maybe some blessings. So they're starting back at the beginning of the dungeon. The group with Bridget cleared out this area here, but here's the problem. From the clues, she knows that there's an intelligent evil force that can reanimate corpses. So the problem is they have to check these rooms that they went through again because they might have been restocked with monsters. There's going to be a lesser chance, but it's only 3 rooms, and then they have a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rooms plus the central giant hallway to clear out. Yeah, so we're taking 6 guys, and they all have a bandage. They all have a healing potion. Rika has a cheapo goblin healing potion, which heals 1 to 6. And he's got 3 bombs, which could, actually explode and cause some fire damage. So we're starting back here at the beginning, and I'm just going to put him in the starting area. Yeah, and Rika has a masterwork dagger, and he has a ring of teleport with 3 charges. So he might be able to do something interesting with that. And Bridget recharged the staff of fireballs. So, and she's got 3 spells. They're probably going to need those lightning bolts really badly. All right, so in we go into the corridor. And black for the bad guys. Nothing there. All right. Checking the first room. There is something there. And I'm going to roll for room contents. And it's going to be minions. Okay, so it's just basically going to be 6 skeletons. And one thing they haven't seen before. So 6 skeletons and this ugly looking guy kind of looks like this. And that is going to be something new. So they came in and they have initiative. So Bob is going to move up and attack this skeleton, and okay, Bob is plus Masterwork Hammer, second level, so he's +2. Yeah. And he explodes. And he explodes again. I should be using the green dice. And he explodes again! Well, doesn't matter how many times he explodes, he can only cleave once. So he crushes the skeleton. And then he's going to cleave on this guy here that they don't really know what it is. So that's going to take tons of damage and die. Or die again. Alright, so next is Catfell's not going to try to turn undead here. I think we're in pretty good shape. Bill's going to attack with his two-handed sword. Going to use a green die. And that's going to take out a skeleton. Catfell is going to come up and hit that guy with his +1 mace. So it's +3 against undead, and that's a 7. Not enough to kill both. Let's see, Brother Tancred. Yeah, it's going to come up, and he has leather armor, unfortunately, and a shield, and a mace. And he's +0. So a 4 normally would kill minions, but I've decided that these guys are animated explorers or fighters. So the minions now have defense of 5 in this dungeon because they have some armor and or shield. Oh, but he's level 0, so he doesn't get any pluses against undead. Okay, and Rika and Bridget are just gonna stand there and watch. So now the skeletons go. This one will attack Catfile. And he misses. There's 2 here. This one will attack Tancred and miss badly. And this is going to come around and attack Bill and miss. And that should do it because Catfile's +3 and he explodes. He doesn't have anybody close enough to cleave, so that skeleton dies. Bob's gonna come over and hit that one from behind, and that one dies. Bob has the Masterwork Hammer, so that explodes. And that's a 10, 14, 15, 16. So plenty to cleave here and kill that skeleton. And that is it. So that thing is a monster. But we don't know what kind of monster yet. So they have 7 experience points, and it is unlikely, but they might find some. No treasure. All right, and then we go back to the corridor. Still have to roll again. And back to this room. And there's something in there too. Okay, this is just going to be a tough fight because there's going to be a lot of stuff, and All right, so room contents. Minis again. So it's going to be exactly the same, but this time I'm going to run this evil green guy correctly, because I only gave him 1 hit points, and he's a monster, so he has 5 hit points and 5 defense. So they all have 5 defense, and this guy has 5 hit points. And this is the way I'm going to work turn undead. Normally they would just run away from the cleric, but what I'm going to say that happens is, like, if it works, they get unreanimated. So basically they go back to being a dead corpse. Now, what they've learned is that something is reanimating the corpses, so they need to destroy any skeletons or undead that they kill, so it doesn't get reanimated again. So back in this room, they bashed all the skeletons, all the bones into like little pieces, so they won't come back. All right, and again, we have initiative because we went through first, and it's going to look pretty much the same. Bob, critical fail. All right. Bill, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 1 skeleton goes down. Cat file. It's going to come over here. And so we get that guy +3. That's a 5 that actually gets him. And Tancred is going to attack here. He doesn't have any pluses, but it's a 5, so he gets that guy. And now it's the bad guy's turn, because Rika and Bridget are just sitting in the back. So this guy is going to attack Catfile, and that is a miss. He's defense 6. Yep. And this guy is going to attack Bob, and that is a miss because he's defense 6. But this guy is going to attack Bill, and this guy is a monster, and he has 5 hit points and defense of 5, and he is +2. I forgot that last fight. So he only rolls a 4, so he doesn't hit Bill. And this skeleton is going to attack Tancred, and he's going to miss. Back to the good guys. Catfile here, +3, and Bob there, +3, +2, and Bill on this monster, and he fails, and Tancred on that skeleton, and he explodes. 6, 7, 8. He doesn't have any pluses. So this is 5, and 3 will not do anything to this guy. He tries to cleave over here, but it doesn't work. So there's only the monster left. And the monster is going to attack Bill. And the monster is +2. He fails badly, so now everybody's going to beat up the monster. Tancred, no. Bill, no. Bob, rolling a lot of 1s. That's 1 hit on the monster. So he's down to 4. And this guy can probably make it over. Catfile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and he's going to attack him from the back. And he explodes. 6, 7, 8. And he's +3 against undead. 9, 10, 11. And that's enough to cost 2 hits. And the monster's down to 2 hit points. And the monster's just going to attack somebody random. And it's going to be Catfile, because maybe he doesn't like the cross he's wearing. So the monster is +2. 5. He misses cat file. So now they attack him and kill him. And we still don't know exactly what this thing is, but it's something different. And that is another 7 points. Of experience and treasure on a 5 or 6. Yep. And that's 30 gold pieces. I'm just going to do multiplied by 10, multiply d6 by 10. Except if, of course, you get a 6, you get a magic item. So that's 7 more experience and 30 gold pieces. All right. Then they come out to the corridor again, and there's nothing there. And they have to go to this room that they supposedly already cleared out. And there's stuff there again. Wow. Okay. Let's see what they got there. 1. Okay, so that would be, I think, trap and treasure. So there's a treasure with a complication. Rika is +2 now, so he's going to roll for trap to detect the trap. He needs a 5, 4, 3, and he fails. So they go to open the treasure. I guess Rika is opening the treasure. And the trap goes off. He makes a agility roll. He is agile, so he needs a 4. And he passes it, so he only takes 1 point of damage instead of 2. From the trap, and the trap is sprung, so they take out the treasure, and the treasure is 50 gold pieces. All right, we're making some money pretty easily. And we haven't really spent any resources. Okay, back to this corridor. And since there's some intelligence ruling these undead, things got rearranged. That's why I'm rolling for contents in the rooms we already cleared. And I'm going to do the regular final boss thing, right? Every time they meet a monster or a boss, I'll roll to see if it's the last boss, if it's the final boss. And that's going to be a big fight. Okay, nothing in the corridor, so they've never gone to this room, so they're going to go in there. And we'll see what they have. 4 is monster and 4 minions. So this could be the final boss. So I'm going to roll to see if it's a 6. Nope. But we'll be +1. So we're kind of starting in the same place. And it's the same monster that they just fought twice. And 4 minions. Okay. So they have initiative and they are going to attack. Cat fell over here. Takes out a skeleton. Bob over here. And Bob has the masterwork hammer, so that explodes. That's a 5. And he's going to be +3. Nope, yeah. And he explodes again. 10, 13, 16. Okay, so it takes 5 to take out the skeleton. And this guy takes 11. He cleaves on this guy, on the monster, and takes 11. And that's enough to do 2 hit points on the monster. Bill's going to come up and attack the monster. Fail. Tancred is going to come up and attack this skeleton. And he explodes. 8 with no pluses, so that's not enough to take out 2 skeletons. And Rika and Bridget are going to stand there and watch. Okay, the monster is going to attack Bob. And he is +2. And he fails. So, pretty boring. Bill attacks. +3. Yeah, he takes another hit point. And Bob attacks in the front. And he is +3. So the monster's dead again, and we still don't know what the heck it is, because it hasn't hit anybody yet. All right, treasure. Yes, 10 gold pieces. So that's 7 more experience. Wait, 5, 6. It was half the number of minions, and 10 gold pieces. All right. So we are now going to go back to the corridor. Don't know if I want to roll for that one again. It's, well, yeah. Nope. All right. They go to this central corridor. And there's stuff there. So this is a corridor, and this will be wandering monsters. So in this big corridor is a 4 and wandering monsters, which is monster +4 minions. Okay, so on a 5 or 6, this is the final boss. No. All right, so this, we're just going to run this like a room because it's almost rectangular. It's a pretty wide corridor. So back we go to the starting positions. This is getting monotonous. And it's monster +4 minions. The monster's +1, and he has 5 hit points. 4. Okay. They have initiative. Catfile. Takes out a skeleton. Bob. Takes out a skeleton. Oh, and he explodes. So 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 is enough to take out a skeleton and cleave on the monster, who now has 4 hit points. Bill's going to come up with his 2-handed sword and explode. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, which takes a skeleton out, and he can cleave on the monster, which does 2 more points of damage, so the monster is down to 1. And Tancred can't reach over here. So it's the bad guy's turn. The skeleton's going to come over here and hit Tancred. And he scores. So Tancred takes a hit point. And Rika has taken 1 hit point for the trap. All right. And now it's the monster's turn, and he's going to attack anybody. Anybody. Let's see if we can get a hit. He fails, so we still don't know what's special about this monster. Okay, Tancred. No pluses, does not kill a skeleton. Bill. 1 point on the monster, and he's dead. Okay. Wow. Okay. So no treasure. 6 more experience points. And we're doing pretty good. But we're getting close to the final fight, which is going to be pretty awesome. So, back we go. And there was a skeleton left there, but I don't think he was going to do anything to anybody. It would have been dead this turn. So, now we have 2 choices. We can go left or we can go right. Anyway, we have to go into this corridor first. And there's nothing there. So this room leads to this room. So that'll be without a corridor. So we're going to go in here. Room contents. Uh-oh. Boss. And this will be the final boss on a 4, 5, or 6. This is the final boss. So I'm going to say that there's an entryway here, and then the final boss room is going to be this one here. Okay, excuse the interruption, but I realized this video is going way over an hour, so I'm going to end it here and make a different video for the last part. Do stick around, do come back for the finale, because it's going to be a very interesting boss fight. Until then, see you at the table.